subject on you are who you hang around with. You are people that you're around every day, people that you spend most of your time with. Like that's what you can become. And what made me think about this was I seen this picture on Instagram. It was a picture of it was like a fruit basket, and what happened was it was a fruit basket that had like good fruit in it, and then someone put a rotten fruit in it, and then they watched how that rotten fruit was able to turn all of the other fruit rotten, and made me think about, man, that's how it is like in the world, like pretty much everything's like that. Like, you know, you can be who you are, and you start getting around people that's all they do is talk negative all day long. Or everything is negative. Like they'll find a problem for every solution. You know what I mean? Them type of people you gotta stay away from, because how it is you'll be on some, man, I need to get together. Man, you start being like, I want to get my life together, I want to get together, right? And then you have that one person, man, you can't do this, you can't do that, and then like it'll put a seed in your brain, in your head, and make you, maybe they're right, maybe I can't, because especially if you ain't never seen no one around you doing it. That's why I mean, when you are who you're around. So if you're around a bunch of losers, eventually, I mean, that's what you're gonna become. So that's what, I've been through that. Like I've been to the point where it's like I grew up in a small town, like a real small area in South Carolina. Greater South Carolina to be exact. And it's like, it's a small town, everybody know everybody. And it's like, everyone pretty much does the same thing. You work the little jobs that I hire you, like, and if you can eventually get to the point where you can get a job at like BMW or Michelin or any of them companies, it's like you feel like you done made it, and you just stop right there. And everything else is left. Like you got Lear, and you got all these other little companies that hire you, and you'll make, you'll be happy with the little $11, $12 hour stuff, and you'll go on through life like that. And see, back in the day, they had textile mills, and everybody you get a job at textile mills was like, oh, this is it, we gonna retire here. And it's like, but and I remember, man, like around time, I guess back in like '08, like me and my homeboys, like I'll jump in my car, man, I'll just drive to Atlanta just to get inspired, just to see what's going on. Because I remember, man, I came down here in Atlanta, and then I be seeing other like young blacks, like hopping out of like Escalades and having suits and hopping out of Mercedes and stuff like that. And it's like, it wasn't one or two, it was like everywhere I turned around, it's like, and I started seeing, like, going through these neighborhoods, like seeing like mansions and stuff, but it'd be like a whole subdivision of mansions, and I see like a bunch of black people, and I'm like, dang, get something in the water here, because I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. It's like where I'm from, you might have that one or two that are doing okay, that maybe doing all right, and the rest of everybody's about the same. It's kind of, everybody's on the same level, so that's kind of where you're like, oh, as long as I can do this, I'm all right. But I came here to Atlanta, and I was like, man, that's like, I ain't never seen so many black people like prospering and just living life. And they wasn't, the thing is, they wasn't in the street. They like had legit stuff, like you see billboards everywhere with doctors and lawyers and all the stuff that you just, like, you didn't see where I come from, you know what I mean? And it's like, that type of stuff, man, is inspiring, man. That type of stuff is like, that's the type of stuff that like it'll make a person like kind of like think about, like, man, if they can do it, I probably can do it too. And that's what happened with me, man. I came and I was like, I saw this, I was like, I want to move here one day. You know what I mean? And this is before I started driving trucks and stuff. Like, this time I'm unemployed, because this is like 2008. So yeah, we just got laid off from everybody's getting laid off at that time. So I had a lot of time on my hands, because I was living at home with my mama. You know what I'm saying? Living at home, mama doing like everybody else do. You know what I mean? It wasn't no big deal, because everybody else did it, so it wasn't like a bad thing. It was like normal. You know what I mean? Because you live with your mama, and it's like you can work your job, or you get your unemployment, and you still have 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. You know what I'm saying? So you can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? You can save money, and you can like go buy what you want to buy too on top of that, because your mama ain't gonna tell you. Well, our mamas, where I come from, they ain't about to tell you to get out and all that stuff. It's a family. It's just a tight knit family thing. We all we have. You know what I mean? But I had to break that. I had to break that cycle, and eventually, I always, back in 2004 when I was 18, I went to trucking school, and I was going to get my trucking license because I have an uncle that's still a truck driver to this day, and he did really well for himself, like for my cousins or my aunt, all that. He did real well, and I really looked up to him, and I was like, man, I want to do that. I've been wanting to do that like my whole life. But when I was 18, so I just graduated high school, and I had a lot of friends, a lot of female friends, and my whole idea was, man, I just wanted to put rims on my car, and so I was just real distracted. So by me being real distracted like that, I went to the school, but I like failed my test because I just really wasn't paying attention like I should have, and I shouldn't have gotten my license at the time because I wasn't ready. I was scared, and I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave home, and all I had was just a lot of just stuff. But you know, I eventually had came to some bread, and I had to put rims on my car, so I was just happy with doing that, and I just went on with life, and I just kept working at Zaxby's for a long time, and I started working at a trucking company, being a greeter. So I was just happy with that, man. I got these 2 jobs. I was making like $200 a week at the trucking job, and I was making like I was working crazy hours at Zaxby, so I was probably making like $700 every 2 weeks at Zaxby. So that's like I don't know. Okay, you said you got 1,400 plus, maybe like what another 1,000 a month. So 14. So that what is 2,400, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, making like $2,400 a month. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm doing all right, man. I'm good with this right here. But it's like, you thinking about that, man. It's like that. Like, what kind of life is that, man? It's like I had opportunity to do more, but my mind wasn't there. So that hunted me for 6 years, man. Hunted me for 6 years. Like, I wanted to go back to school. It made me feel sick when I see other people go get their license and live their life, and I'm just like, dang, that could have been me, but I would never say nothing out loud because pride had you like that. So what I ended up doing was I messed around, and I was got laid off, so I had time to think about what I needed to do. So I spent a lot of time just trying to figure out, man, I need to get my life together. I need to get my life together. And I was like, my first initial thing was like, I ought to just let me go to Air Force. I heard Air Force is pretty easy and it's cool. You get a guaranteed check. But back in my mind, like, man, I really don't want to go to no Air Force. I really don't want to go do no military stuff. I really want to go back to trucking school. But I'm ashamed because I don't want to go back to school and the instructors remember me and they're like, what you gonna do, quit on us again? And I was ashamed, but I was like, I ended up going to church around the same time. I ended up going to church, and this pastor, Bishop Geddes Jackson, he started like talking about, man, you need to go back and finish some things, go back to school, finish some things and all that good stuff. So that's what I did. I went and started applying the stuff he was teaching. I went back to school. I was focused. I cut a lot of my friends off. I didn't talk to no female. I just stayed focused on what I needed to do. And I just studied and did all that stuff, went to school and killed trucking school, got my license. That was still to this day, I haven't been happier. And I've done things bigger than that, man. I actually moved to Atlanta like I said I was gonna do. I bought a house after 4 months of moving here. So I've did a lot of major things, since, man. Got married. I did all. It was like crazy, right? I did a whole bunch of big things, but it's just something about, cause this ate me up for 6 years, or just like hunting me, like, man, you need to go back. But I didn't have the ambition that I had the ambition. I guess I didn't have the drive. But I didn't have the confidence. That's the word I'm trying to look for. I didn't have the confidence that I have today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have none of that. So that right there played a lot in, the moves that I made back then. You know what I'm saying? So when I've actually finished all that stuff, came down here, Atlanta, moved, all that stuff, everything was all good. But I'm getting off track about the subject that the whole point. Well, not really, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, you guys just watch who you hang around with. You get around some folks and they negative, get away from them quick, because you're going to turn right and just like them, be somewhere hating just like them. You know what I'm saying? What you need to do is start looking around people that's doing what you want to do, doing all the things you want to do. You need to start figuring out how you can get in their circle so you can learn how they do it, and then just, emulate the process, but do it in your own, you'll find your own niche, because you'll always find your own niche. Everything in this world, everything that's getting done is getting copied. You know what I'm saying? It's getting copied, and some people ain't really doing their own, like putting their own Twitter, just biting on top of biting. Everything's like that. Even, the major stuff, like even you think about a cell phone, iPhone, Android, the Galaxies and the iPhone, they pretty much do the same thing. You just, they competing. One started it, another one copied, they might have done it a little better, and then the next one to do the same thing. So it's just all a thing of figuring out how to do it in your own way. And I guess, pretty much, that's really all I really have right now as far as on that topic, because my whole main thing was just putting it out there that, like, just like the fruit, you know, get around some rotten people, you're gonna turn rotten. Get around some hating people, you're gonna turn hating. You get around some balling people, you're gonna be a baller. You get around some smart folks, you're gonna learn how to be smart, start making, you know, smart decisions. You get around people that's, you know what I'm saying, making things happen, that's exactly what you're gonna do. So, you know what I'm saying, that's really what it is. I mean, just look around, you know what I'm saying? You show me your friends and I can show you your future. That's real, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's really all I got to put out there. And, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, let this thing go, and, you know, y'all have a good day.
The road to the bag is definitely tied to your team and the company that you keep. If you are surrounding yourself with different energies that's not on the same wavelength as you, if they not praying for you, inspiring you, supporting you, or showing you a better way, remove them immediately. Look who's to the left and to the right of you. Are they like-minded? Are they disciplined? Are they pushing you forward?